Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Lars here. Today, we're going to go ahead. We're going to dive in, and we're going to check out some Great League in the first two videos of the number one most hated Pokemon in all of Great League ever, which is Medicham. And I'm going to show you how to beat it. So, bad lead. We bring in Victory Belt. They bring in Dugong, and just tap the screen, but don't tap that charge button because you're going to want to save it, and you're going to want to throw it as soon as you can. Now, our opponent, they're bringing in Lantern, and if you're counting along with me, you're going to notice that Lantern isn't throwing a charge move, and that as soon as they switch it out, it has two Surfs ready to go, right? And keep that in mind, and yeah, because it's going to come into play a bit later. So for now, go ahead, do our thing, Medicham versus Medicham, as always. So go ahead, charge it on up, and throw this Ice Punch. At this point, I wasn't using Psychic. I had switched to Ice Punch and Power Up Punch, and now I'm back to Psychic. It really just depends on the meta, the little micro meta, what you're seeing, and you go from there. So that's 100% on you to decide what you want to be using. So there we go. Go ahead and charge it on up. They bring in Lantern. We are going to shield to save the energy, and we're going to quick switch. We're going to catch their attack and make Bastion take it. And the reason why is because, yeah, you need to be careful. If you do, if you guys do double charge something, don't use it back to back because they're just going to switch, especially if they know what you're doing. So it is a good lesson. Sometimes it can't be helped, I'll admit. Sometimes it can't be helped. But yeah, just as a general rule. So here we go. Number two, we have a Victory Bell. Or we're going to switch to Victory Bell. Now, they're going to play it in the traditional sense, which is they leave in their Medicham and they take the energy and they, at the same time, take one of our shields. So that's fine. They bring in a Bastiodon and we don't get the attack break, which we did, but we didn't. Had we gotten the attack break, we could have gotten two Leaf Tornadoes off and, beaten them had we wanted to use a shield. But at this point, it's fine because we're going to bring in our Bastion, and Bastion, we're going to go and we're going to get 100% energy, right? Sometimes I will farm my opponent down if we do get the attack break. But at this point, I want our Bastion to have a little bit more health than almost dead. And so we bring in Medicham, get a few fast moves off, and the opponent brings in their Medicham, and now we throw our Psychic, which we do have at this point. And luckily they don't shield. They return the favor with another Psychic, which is fine because we're still in the green, now yellow, and that's that. Now all we need to do is just wait for a second while they do their thing, figure out what's going on, run down the clock a little bit, and now we're going to throw this Power Up Punch. There we go. They have a Lick of Tongue. So at this point, all we need to do is just keep throwing Power Up Punch after Power Up Punch. And remember our Bastion with 100% energy, quick switch, and throw that Stone Edge. They absolutely are going to shield here. There we go. They're down to 0 shields now, which is great. And yeah, let them do their thing. Throw this Body Slam. Not going to bite. And then they bring in their Bastion, and Bastion is going to get one more charge move off, but you know what? It's fine. Whatever. Could shield, don't shield, whatever you want to do. Throw the Stone Edge. They realize it's over, and that's that. Major takeaway here is that Medicham's everywhere in Great League. It sucks. Everyone hates it. And best way to beat it is with another Medicham that's better, right? So that's that. Here comes Venusaur. And this person, quick switches, they catch us. People are starting to do that a little bit more now. So if you do get in a Bastiodon versus Venusaur, head-to-head matchup at the start, go ahead and just save it. Do a few extra fast moves, like charge up to Flamethrower, then do one or two more fast moves, and then switch, just to be safe. So there we go. All right, go ahead, throw this Leaf Tornado. There it is. They shield, which is great news. Absolutely great news. We're going to go ahead and we're going to say goodbye to little Lantern, little Victory Bell. One more fast move. Here comes Bastion. We do have that energy charged up, and then they bring in Quagsire. And please, folks, always remember, Quagsire super spammy with Mud Bomb. Medicham super spammy with Power Up Punch. Keep an eye on that clock because if you have 0 shields, hypothetically, we have one. But if we had 0 shields and our opponent had, a flying type in the back with full energy, they could, since we're taking so much time, quick switch to it and then use that charge move, and we would be in so much trouble. So always be aware of that and always keep an eye on the clock. There we go. We're going to bring in Bastion and throw this flamethrower. There it is. They shield because they have to. So here we go. Here comes their first Frenzy Plant, followed by their second Frenzy Plant, and pretty soon their third Frenzy Plant. Or rather, almost third. They get really, really close, but not going to happen. All right, on to the next one. So this one got a little cut off, but it was our Bastion in there at the start. Then we could switch to Victory Bell. Here comes a superpower, no need to shield. And then we're going to go ahead here. We're going to throw this Leaf Tornado to break their attack, or hopefully break it, which we do. And yeah, there it is. So at this point, Brine, I've said this before, Brine, super, super weak attack. And that coupled with the attack break and just the overall low attack of the Pokemon itself means we can just farm it down for energy. Just kill it with your fast. Absolutely. Absolutely. Here comes another one, but it's fine. And there we go. That's that. Now we have a bunch of energy. We are quick switching to Medicham, and they bring in their Chestnut. Go ahead. I've tried so hard to fake this person out, but they just weren't biting. And we're going to go ahead and let them do their thing. There's a Frenzy Plant. Use this Power Up Punch. Just keep on charging it and charging it. There we go. And then we kill it. Luckily, we do have 2 shields left, albeit with just a little bit of health. So go ahead, shield this Mud Bomb because we have to. Use this Power Up Punch. Try to fake him out. And at this point, it does work. They do shield, which is great. Well, not so much. Maybe they just expected, you got to shield at some point. And so here we go. Here comes another Power Up Punch. Like so. There it is. They do not shield. We're going to immediately quick switch as soon as we can to Bastion to catch their attack and throw this Flamethrower, which is going to prompt them to use their last shield. There we go. And now all we need to do is charge it up and almost so close, but we don't get it. Totally fine. It forces them to deplete whatever energy they had left. And all we need to do now, 3 fast moves, Power Up Punch, last one, dead. And there it is. On to the next one. So here we go. They quick switch immediately to Trevenant, and I figured why not? Just show everybody how to handle a Trevenant, especially if it was in the back, if they quick switch to it. So they do shield there, no problem. Go ahead, tank this Shadow Ball. And then all we need to do now is just keep on doing our thing. Go ahead and shield this one. There it is. And now we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw this Flamethrower, and they are not going to shield. And they have an Obstagoon, so we quick switch to Victory Bell. And what we're going to do here is absolutely going to shield. Now, they will get a second Avalanche off had they wanted to, but they know we have Medicham in the back. So here we go. We have my favorite lead, which is Shadow Alolan Sandslash, which is very hard for me to say for some reason. As always, go ahead, Drill Run, throw the Flamethrower, throw Stone Edge, throw whatever you want to, because they're going to throw up a shield. So there we go. And then we say goodbye to Bastiodon, who has served us extremely well. Good job, Bastion. We will remember you forever. Medicham's in, Azumarill's in, and Victory Bell is in. With Victory Bell, we're going to have to shield here. So we're both down to 1 shield. No problem, though, because we're going to farm it down for energy. And then as soon as we can, throw this Leaf Tornado. And there we go. It hits. 1 fast move, and it's over. So here comes Altaria, and I was like, right? The one Pokemon you don't want to see when Bastion is down, but no problem. Let's do it. Throw the Sludge Bomb. There we go. Luckily, that Sludge Bomb did connect. Otherwise, we'd be in so much trouble. So here comes a Power Up Punch. There it is. We get that last shield, which is what we needed. And I was really hoping they would go Moonblast Sky Attack, because I would much rather have, Sky Attack hit me than Moonblast, but didn't work out. Luckily, we hang on by a thread. We throw the Power Up Punch. And there it is. And that's that. It's a victory. So I included this one because I've seen this person like a couple times before. And man, oh man, they win ultimate street cred, spicy pick, whatever you want to call it. So we bring in Stone Edge. We bring in Bastion, throw Stone Edge, and they shield there. And generally speaking, when someone brings in, a regular Ninetales versus Bastion, that means they probably have another flying type or something that Bastion can beat in the back. Just because it's, why would they do that? Here we go. Ninetales is down. And then who do they have in the back? Which this was actually surprising. They do have an Alolan Shadow Alolan Sandslash. Here we go. We're out of shields. And so goodbye Victory Bell. Bring in Medicham, get a couple fast moves off. They do throw this drill run, which is fine. There we go. And then they bring in Latios. We're going to throw this power up punch like our life depends on it because it does. There it is. They use their last shield. And then almost as we kill it, they go ahead and they throw this Dragon Claw. No problem. Here comes Bastiodon. And now all we need to do is a couple more fast moves and it's over. All right, last battle. So this one brought back so much nostalgia from what, 3 seasons ago? So we're going to go ahead and at this point, notice we could throw the Sludge Bomb, but I choose not to because it wouldn't have killed it. And the last thing you want is to get your opponent's Pokemon to like, you know, almost like a sliver of health left because you want Bastion to come in and farm that thing down if it's a flying type. And so that's why I opted not to shield and let Victory Bell die. So there we go, foul play. And then kill it. It's down. And it buzzes down. Throw the flamethrower. And absolutely get the shield here because they have to shield. So we're bringing in Medicham. They're not switching, which is a great sign. Throw up a shield of your own. There we go. And then here comes a Shadow Alolan Ninetales. And same thing as always, throw this power up punch. And luckily it doesn't know charm. Otherwise, the battle would end right about here or 5 seconds ago, right? So there we go. Or it wouldn't even be here. Here we go. Another shield, because why not? Weather Ball. And then throw this power up punch. And right before we say goodbye to their Shadow Alolan Ninetales, they do get one last Weather Ball off, which is fine, whatever. And now it's just a matter of